Coach. Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Murray now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Throwing on first down is Murray. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones, touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First down, Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The throw complete to Dorsett. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray eluding the pressure right. Dorsett making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Murray to air it out again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They're going for it. It's Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Zadarius Smith, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
15-1. 15-1. Greystone, travel. Get it.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yo, go, go. Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Ravens 6, Steelers 0.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The reception good for 7. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Murray now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down, being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back up into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Alpha. 26 Mike. Hey, let's go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Tight dog. Shift. Check three. Watch, twist.
Zenner, a first down carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Murray now to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he puts it through. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Hey, echo. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Get that quarterback. 80 weapon. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, Charlie. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Coming. Hit it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 50, check 50. Yes, yes. Check, check. Hey, zoom. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. He don't know no better. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Ready?
Back to throw. Herbert. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Here's Murray, and he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing again on second down. Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, D. Protein spill. 26 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the... Hey, exit. Lead grip.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking,
and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
and I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, box drop, box drop. 26, Mike. I'm coming after you. Go. After you. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Oh, here we go.
Off the play fake. Herbert taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Let's go. Five. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. You don't want to look at me, zipper. Now.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Wants to try to add the PAT. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this. Ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one good for 37 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 87's me. Bravo. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
From the gun, Herbert. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Smoke. Hey! Ready?
On 4th down, Herbert completes it to Hardman. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They go again now with Zenner. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. To throw is Murray. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from the 3 and out. Forced out to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. Now Murray. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20 to 14. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert throwing right, and that's complete.
Steelers 14.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
Now. On the ball now.
On 4th down, Herbert going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They go back to the ground with Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what have what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And the Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
25, check 25, check 25.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game. Yet somehow, his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
He'll pitch it back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Zach Zenner. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th. And now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Hey. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Stay with your man. Hit it.
Off play action. Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
61, matchbox lights. Go. Hey, Alpha. Mike 20. Look at me, zipper. Full strength. Hey. 20, Mike 20. Oh, get him. Ready.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep it. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones, 78 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A second down run for Zinner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Steelers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 36-yard
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
26 Mike, 26 Mike, Ricky, 26 Mike, 26 Mike, come now, get it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, he'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
80 weapon, snap.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips and bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
26 Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll hand it to Zenner. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Charles, we saw